If you had this on your walls, on your bedroom wall when you were a child in the 70s and you were trying to track it down, how much would you pay? Oh yeah, look at that. Little kind of swordfish. It's not in the best of condition. It's had a rough life. Look, it's been used and abused. £30. It's not even a complete roll. I'm plucking numbers out of the sky here. Well, hello there. Welcome back to my shed. It is finally time to go through the crates of stock in this corner. 3 big crates full of stock that Andrea and I sorted out from her office in the house. We have another room in the house full of stock. You may have seen that video where we went through it all, and I was tasked to deal with all of this, and it has sat there for weeks. I'm going to go through it with you now, share it with you, and then get on with listing it, right? The whole point here is I'm supposed to be dealing with this, getting it listed, getting it sold. So what I thought I would do, it's been that long, I've forgotten what's in there, to be honest. So we'll go through it together. And what I thought we would do, if I can try and set you up somewhere over here, I'll do that in a minute. We'll go through it, and a lot of this is stuff that's really out of my comfort zone. I don't really know what I have here. I'm going to share it with you, and then I'm going to take a wild guess at what I think the items are worth. And I'll sit down when I'm editing this video, and I'll see if I can find completed listings on eBay, and I'll put up on screen the nearest I can find, and we'll see how good my guesstimates at what this stuff might be worth on eBay, you know, how accurate I might be, just to make it a little bit interesting. As always, if you see anything in these videos, if you see anything as we go through all of this today that you're interested in, please let me know. You can contact us through Instagram is probably best. The links are usually below every video in the description box. So yeah, if you see anything you're interested in, give us a shout and we can do a deal. So I will perch you up on that crate. That kind of works. Right, let's get on with this. So first crate of stuff. We have 2 rather handsome looking pans. What's that meant to be? A pepper? Possibly. Still got the charity shop sticker on it. £5 for 2 pans. And a tomato. So these are steel pans, non-stick by the look of it. I don't know if they are branded. I can't see a particular brand on. I would suggest these are 15 to 20 each, maybe £30 the pair, as a guess. A lot of this is going to be guesswork. So I'll put on screen here if I can find anything similar. Again, these are unbranded, so I don't know. There you go, and you can see if I was anywhere near accurate. Condition looks really nice, actually. They need a little bit of a clean. They're a little bit dusty, but other than that, really nice. If you're interested, drop me a message on Instagram. Right, now these are KLM, which is an airline, bowls, little like liqueur ceramic houses, and there's a whole collection of them. Now, we've had these a long time. We have looked them up. I think they're maybe sort of £15 the pair, I'm going to guess. Again, I'll put some completeds on screen, see if my memory serves me right. But we have 2 of those, 2 different houses from a set. It's a big set. Loads of different ones available. And they are collected. There is a market. Oh, we have my busy on eBay sign. That's not for sale. That needs to be hung up somewhere. Deal with that later. We have an odd glove. That's one of my gloves, but I've lost the other one. There's also loads of bits of office stuff in here, which is not for sale. It just needs finding homes for. Right. We have a load of this Russian. There's a sticker made in USSR, so that dates it, right? Sort of, it feels very light. It's kind of like papier-mâché, that type of thing. So we have that, a little matching plate, again with a sticker on. I assume that it's all in Russian, so yes. Various bits. Now, I think Andrea was suggesting we probably do this as a lot. I thought there was a spoon as well. Hold on, I can see it. 2 spoons. So, yeah, I don't know, again, price-wise, whether this will be worth just doing as a lot. I'm going to suggest, guesstimate time, don't know, 25, 30 quid if I did it all together. Maybe it's worth breaking down. I will put on screen what I can find, whether I can find some individual listings of spoons. Would they be worth fiddling around with? You know, I mean, that's rather handsome. Is that worth doing on its own for maybe 10 or 15? I don't know. Pictures on screen here, hopefully, if I can find anything similar. And hopefully, you know, there'll be some useful information in this video, hopefully, not only for me, but for you as well. So that's the Russian kind of folk art, very light homewares. Right, next we have, this is a handsome beast, vintage swan, isn't it? Is it a swan? Yes, swan kettle. This needs some attention. I need to do some work descaling it. From memory, I think in good condition, working, these are, I want to say 40 to 50. We shall see on the screen here what I can manage to find. Maybe that's too high. I don't know. But yes, swan kettle. I have its original lead there. That needs a test and a descale before I list it. There's more bits and bobs from my office. Andrea's, what is now Andrea's storeroom stroke office, was the office I was working out of for the first sort of 6 months we were living here. And then I moved into the shed. Oh yeah, right. This is the bag full of glass fish. So if you have seen that other video, you will remember we were finding stock up there that we hadn't seen for months and months. And it included a whole load of glass, Murano style. I don't think these are actual Murano fish. So there's one, and there's a load of them in here. Bear with me and I'll get them out. Oh, that seemed to take forever. They were all wrapped up in bubble wrap. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 of these different fish. I don't think these have much value. I'm going to suggest that in small bundles of 2 or 3, 10 to 12 pounds. I don't know. I'll see what I can find again. Maybe more, I don't know. Maybe I'm underestimating. These are rather nice. Little kind of, what do you call those? Bug eye kind of ones. Maybe again 10, 12 pounds for the pair. Maybe, I don't know. It may be that I end up doing all of the little ones as a bundle. Who knows? We have this whacking great big one. I don't know. What would he be worth? I'm going to guess at 20 pounds. These pure guesses, some of this. And then this one, I think, was Andrea's favourite. It's more like a torpedo than anything. I don't know whether he would be worth anything on his own. If I can find a completed one, I'll put it on screen. I'm guessing 10 to 15. I don't know. Pure guesswork. So that's the glass fish. They just need dealing with, getting listed and getting gone. Again, if you see anything you like, give me a shout. Oh, I missed one. There's one in the bottom of the bag. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, look at that. Little kind of swordfish. 8 small ones, 2 big ones. So we'll call that crate 1 done. Crate 2. This is heavy. So on top we have some dark wood carved masks, but they're more just wall hangings. There's a pair. I have no clue on value. I'm going to say 20 to 25, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Guesswork. There's also a tiny little one which isn't as nicely finished, and it is tiny in comparison. I'm not sure that would be worth listing. There are a whole load of these decorative little like drawer pulls, cabinet knobs. I mean, there's loads, and there's these little hinged ones. They look like brass. Yeah, don't know quite what I've got there. So yeah, I'll see if I can find any completed on these. I've got loads. One, two, oh my goodness, how many? There's different designs. These look like brass. I'm going to say that these are probably hardly worth messing about with. I would probably do these separately, these little hinged ones. There's a whole bunch of those. If I can find anything, I'll share it on screen, but I don't hold much hope for those. It's funny though, because quite often the things I not dismiss, but the things I don't think will be that great or will sell well often do. So we'll see. Anyway, this is really nice. This has a lot of age to it. It's kind of like a little caddy for possibly cutlery or shoe shining equipment, anything like that. It's got a really nice chunky handle in the middle, and it has a lot of age to it. I would suggest 20 to 30 on that. Really nicely made, antique thing. Yeah, I'm going to guess 20 to 30. Am I saying 20 to 30 on most things? I think I might be. Oh dear. Right, these are just modern lamp bases that we tend to reuse the wiring to rewire other things. So these aren't really for sale, they are just kind of donor lamp bases. Right, for exactly this sort of thing, this I love this to bits. I would be tempted to keep this. It's so heavy. It's 1.5 kilos or more of wood. I'm going to suggest, I think I'll struggle to find an example like this, but I'm going to suggest 30 to 40. I would hope to get back on that. I don't know, maybe I'm over egging that. Who knows? If I find a similar one, I will share it on screen here. See what happens. But yeah, I feel like this needs rewiring, so that's exactly what these are for, to use the wiring out of these to replace what we had there. Isn't that great? It reminds me a little bit of now, is it Japanese or Chinese temples, one or the other? You know what I mean, how the roofs look on those. Anyway, that is stunning. Now this, I remember buying this ages ago. This is a copper and brass horn. Does it come apart there? Yes, it does. Comes apart into two sections. It's rather long. It's getting on for 1 meter long. Has a nice little cord on it. It's not in the best of condition. It's had a rough life. Look, it's been used and abused. I'm going to, I don't know. I don't think I've ever looked into this. £30. Let's go £30. I feel like an auctioneer. £30, anyone? Got £30, £30. Again, on screen here, maybe some similar equivalents, and you'll see how wrong I am with that price. We have a musical beer, now do they call these steins? I think so. Has a nice little top on it. Is that pewter? Not sure. So a little top with its lever there. It does wind up and it sings at you. Now, is it German? It just says foreign on it. I'm going to suggest 15 to 20, that sort of bracket, for a musical ceramic metal topped, I think German, singing Bierstein thing. Then we have, oh, I found some more of these recently. We have a cornflakes, a Frosties. These are 80s, Special K. 3 breakfast cereal bowls, I think from late 80s, 87, yeah, 87 Kellogg Company. I'm pretty sure there's not a great deal in these. For the 3 like that, I'm going to say 15. Again, on screen here, completed if I can find any. I wonder how I've been doing on price. Of course, at this point, I have no idea. I'm just going through boxes, randomly coming up with prices, but we'll see. We'll see afterwards how I got on. Right, this is a brass kind of covered wooden magazine rack. I don't think there's a great deal of demand for these anymore. I actually did the pictures for this a while back, and then for some reason it got put away up in Andrew's office and we never dealt with it. I don't think there's much value in them though. I'm going to say 20 to 30 again on that one. It's quite a handsome thing. Right, oh yeah, these. Now I wonder if I'm going to be able to find any similar. These are wooden. They're kind of inscribed and they do have a little bit of colour on them. They're not marked or anything. They have a lot of age. Yeah, I like these. Whether they have any value is a good question. I don't know. Where would you go with these? I'm going to say 25. Again, on screen here, if I manage to find anything remotely like this. Yeah. I could be vastly underestimating this stuff. Who knows? A brass, now that's a treble clef, isn't it? Right? I believe so. It's a little trivet stand. It's got little legs on it. I doubt there's much in that. I'm going to say maybe 15. This Harmony vinyl coated washable wallpaper from the 70s, I'm thinking, still sealed. Where do you go on price on that? 20 quid. What are the chances I'm going to find anything like this to put on screen here? Who knows? We'll give it a go. Harmony vinyl coated. Well, it's still at the price on there. Look, 50 pence. Who knows? Who knows? We also have some more vintage wallpaper. I think this might be more saleable, but what do I know? This has horses on it. Now, can you imagine if you had this on your walls, on your bedroom wall when you were a child in the 70s and you were trying to track it down? How much would you pay? Right? Oh, it's got little rabbits on it as well. Like, so of its time. That, I think, it could take a month of Sundays to sell, but if you find the right person that is looking, oh, I've broken the elastic band. If you find the right person that's been after a bit of that for ages, what would they pay? Now, I doubt I'll find exactly that, but I might do. I'm going to say £30. It's not even a complete roll. I'm plucking numbers out of the sky here. Then we have quite a collection of these carved little busts. These two very dark kind of ebony wood, male and female. They are really nicely done. Now, whether I do this as a lot, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into prices and see what's worth doing. Look at them though, really nicely done. A lot of work has gone into these. So that's 4 and 2 more there. I mean, these clearly I think would be a pair. Don't know. I'm going to say £10, 10 to 15 maybe a pair. I think out of those, these look like the nicest pair, as in the finish on them. So I'll share on screen if I can find anything similar and see what other people have been achieving on those. But yeah, I would suggest maybe 10 or 15 a pair. Who knows? Right. We are getting to the bottom of this box. There's a load more of my office bits and bobs. We have here a rather large horse brass with elephant and a little like turret thing on it. Now, I have bought and sold horse brasses in the past. The last time I had a load, I bought a box full at a yard sale. I think I paid £20 and I sold the whole box. And it went GSP, I think, and I got 70, 75 or 80 for the whole box, I think, from memory. Most don't have much value. I'm going to suggest £5 to £10 for that. I'll see if I can find the exact one and share it on screen here. See how wrong I was with that guesstimate. Then the last thing in this box we will share are these ermines. Yes, they are. So the brand there is Ermine. They make these little tapestry designs that you can fill in, as this one has been. This is a completed tree. What sort of tree is that? It's an oak. So there's an oak. So how much for a completed one, I don't know. Here is one that not only has the tapestry been done, that's a willow by the look of it, but it's been put onto a cushion cover as well. I don't know. I'm going to say £30 on those. Yeah, I'll be interested to see. We have sold many tapestries in the past, but not completed. I have more. Let me show you the other ones. We also have, and these were bought more recently, this one, which is not quite finished. There's patches that aren't done, and there's bits in the border that aren't done. Is that ermine as well? Yes. Ermine, can you see that? 1993. So almost completed. Ermine lion design. I'm gonna suggest 25. I don't know. The nearest I can find will be on the screen here. Yeah, interesting one. And then, last of the tapestry bits, we have this, which again isn't finished. There's even a needle and thread sat there. It's almost completed, but not quite. This bit here isn't done. So maybe another £15–20. I don't know why I'm suggesting that one's worth less. I don't know. There's some thread to go with it. So that's that. Then there's a load more office supplies. I think actually the rest of this box is all, as you can see, office bits and bobs. So we may be coming to the end of the stock, although I can see a couple of bits. There is this. I'm not going to remember the artist's name now. We've had her pieces a number of times. The lady who makes these is a potter that worked out of Ashwell, I believe it was, which is a little village near Hitchin where we used to live. And we used to quite regularly find her pieces back where we used to live because she was a local potter. This one we found locally up here in a charity shop in Norwich, I believe, and we have paid £1.49. Can you see? Now, we did sell one not all that long ago last year. I think maybe £20 I would suggest for her. I think, yeah, she's a golfer. I'm going to suggest £20. And I still can't remember the name of the artist. Right, the last thing in here that we are going to sell, the rest of it is all of my office gubbins, is our old microphone, which we don't use with our laptops. They have much better microphones built in than our old computers did. So we don't really use this anymore, but this is going to be sold on. It is a blue, I think they call it a Yeti, maybe, with its cable. I don't know, I can't remember how much I paid for it. I'm going to suggest £30. I'll bring on screen here some completeds. If you are thinking of getting into YouTubing or podcasting or anything like that and you need a mic, I'm your man, I've got one. Send me a message, you can buy it off me. Right, and the rest of this is just all office stuff that just needs homes in here. Hopefully I managed to find some completed listings of very similar, if not identical items. And between us, we might have learnt something, right? Yeah, hope that was interesting. I do plan on having a big rejig in here. Maybe that'll be another video coming soon. What I would like is all listed stock to be on this side and then all unlisted stock over here. I just want to move it around a bit. It would make more sense to me to have it that way. So when I'm doing my picking videos, this will just be a wall of listed stock. And over there will be all of the stuff waiting to be dealt with. That's the idea. This has already started filling up again because we've been going to the charity warehouse sale every month. We've been going to jumble sales. Through here, there's crates of it waiting to come in and be sorted out, which is why I want to have this rejig, get everything organised and pack it all away and then get cracking with listing it all. So I might do a time-lapse video soon of a shed reorganised. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you for watching. I will put another video up here. Check this one out. I'll find a sourcing video where we're out and about finding all of these goodies. So check us out in this video. Until next time, ta-ra.